Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bibles and Bows podcast. I am your host, Ben, and this is where we take things that we know from hunting and archery and we translate them to our walk with the Lord and how we can better serve Him and follow Him. Today, we are going to be talking about being guided or guidance. Um, I immediately think of the first time you start hunting, right? Um, you want to get in a tree stand, you want to get in a blind, you want to start getting close to animals. You are looking for guidance, right? You're trying to find people that are one, credible, and two, have information that you can utilize immediately, right? So when I'm thinking of credible people to listen to, I'm thinking of, are they successful in the field? Are they good archers? Are they ethical? Do they consider the laws of the places that they're hunting? Excuse me. Those all go into my decision to see if they're credible, right? Right off the bat, I think of the Jury brothers. The Jury brothers are in the Midwest. They've been hunting longer than I've been alive. They kill mature bucks every single year, and they live in the same type of ecosystem I do. They're from Iowa. I'm from South Dakota. It makes sense that I'm going to follow some of the things that they do because they've proven that what they do works and they're in the same kind of region that I am. So if I'm trying to follow what someone is doing from Texas, I'm not going to be super successful because the ecosystem is different down in Texas. Texas is more heavy on water, feeders, stuff like that. And South Dakota, depending on the year, you may never need to fill a water bucket ever, right? And so when I'm looking for guidance, I'm looking for people in similar situations that I am with advice that I can utilize immediately. I also think of like trying a new type of hunting, right? I went elk hunting a few years ago, and right off the bat, the only elk hunting I've ever done was on YouTube. That was it. I'd never touched a bugle. I'd never even been close to an elk before. And so the first thing I did was I called a buddy of mine who lives in the hills where there's elk. He's an elk photographer. He's very good at getting close to elk. He knows where they're at. He lives in the area, and so he's very good at utilizing the terrain and figuring out where the elk are. And so I called him and I was like, "Hey, I drew an elk tag. Do you want to go elk hunting with me?" Boom, just like that. I had a guide, right? Not necessarily a paid guide, not necessarily going to an outfit or anything like that, but I had someone who knew the area, who knew what they were doing with elk to show me the ropes and show me how to hunt elk. That's exactly what the Bible is for us Christians, right? So the Bible is there to be a guide for us. In Proverbs 3 5 through 6, it says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So, right there, it's saying, telling you exactly how to be guided by the Lord. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was going say something crazy like a moose hunt, right? I've never been on a moose hunt. If I was going to Alaska on a moose hunt and I paid for a guide and an outfitter and they were going to show me and get me close to a moose, I'm not going to sit there and argue with the guide, right? I'm not going to be like, no, 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 no. I think the moose are that way. I think we should walk that way when the guide is trying to point me that way, right? It doesn't make sense. Why would you ignore the guidance from someone who knows what they're doing? That's what the Bible is to us. It is words transcribed by men from God to tell us exactly how we need to live our lives. And right there it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So, right there, it's telling you how to be successful. Trust in the Lord. Don't lean on your own understanding. Simple as that. In Psalms 37:5, commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. We're going to see what he will do this is. So we're actually just going to read most of 37 because as soon as I saw verse 1, I went, "Oh, this is perfect." So Psalm 37. Do not fret because those who are evil or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pastures. Delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your ways to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. So there's a theme going in Psalm 37. If you haven't noticed it, the theme is don't be, don't fret. Don't be worried. Trust in the Lord and he will guide you. That is the whole theme of 37. Trust in God. He will take care of you. Um, I believe it's Matthew. Don't quote me on that, but it talks about, does my Father in heaven not take care of the birds and the animals? How much more does he love you? So how much more will he take care of you? It's just talking about trusting, right? Trusting in God that he is guiding your path. We're going to go back to Proverbs 16:9, a huge verse that came to me at a point in my life when I really needed it, where it says, man will make his paths, but God will guide his steps. Trusting the Lord to guide you through whatever you're going through, whether it's you're going through issues in your marriage, maybe your kids are acting up, maybe your job is not what you thought it was, or maybe you're about to be let go, or there's cuts or budget cuts or something's happening in your life that is making you worried, it's making you fret. And what this is saying is don't trust God, because when one door shuts, God always opens another door for you. He wants what's best for you. He wants to guide you through life. Excuse me. I'm in Isaiah 58:11. The Lord will guide you continually. I'm sorry, I'm going to start over. I messed that up. Isaiah 58:11. The Lord will guide you continuously, giving you satisfaction even in dry land. He will strengthen your bones, and you will be like well-watered garden. So he's once again saying, let the Lord guide you. Now, my problem is we'll go back to my moose hunting analogy. When I am trying to follow God, it is much more likely that I am going to go the other way. I'm going to be the guy where the moose guide is like, hey, there's big bulls right over that ridge. Let's walk it. And I'm like, I think we should try this way. And the guide's like, no, there's absolutely no moose over there. And I'm like, I think I'm going to try that way. And he's like, dude, I'm telling you, the moose are that way. And I'm like, I think we should try that way. And then we go that way. And of course, there's no moose there. And the guy's like, I told you so. Like, let's go back this way. I'm very good at doubling the work that is needed with my walk with the Lord. I love doing things the hard way. Don't ask me why. It must just be part of my condition. But I love doing things the hard way. All God wants us to do is submit to Him, allow Him to take control of our lives, and He will guide us where He wants us to be. I'm not saying He's going to make you a millionaire. I definitely think that is His plan for some people, but that's not what this is saying. It's not saying trust in me and I will give you all your wildest dreams. It's not what it's saying. It's saying trust in Him with all your heart, and He will make your path straight. He will guide you where He wants you to be. If He wants you to be on that mountaintop, you'll be on that mountaintop. It's up to you to decide how much you want to let Him lead and how much you want to resist, because you're going to get where He wants you to be regardless. But it depends on if you're going to go from here to here, or if you're going to go from here to 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 here. That's my advice from personal experience. It's much easier to just let God lead you. And that comes with prayer. That comes with time in the word. That comes with community with fellow believers. That comes with asking questions. Those are all ways to allow him to guide you. I'm very fortunate. I have some very good godly men in my life that when I am at a crossroads, when I am when I'm trying to figure out if I'm making a decision because I want to make that decision or if it's God opening a door for me, I call my friends and I'm like, hey, I'd really just like to talk this out with you. I explain the situation. I explain what I'm feeling. I say, hey, can you just pray for me? Pray for me for guidance. Pray for wisdom from you, right? And 9 times out of 10, I get an answer that I'm looking for. I don't think it's the right call. I think it's you. Oh, I think this is God opening the door for you. I think you should take it. So it's having yourself surrounded by people that are going to breathe life into you and that are going to give you godly advice. And it's spending time with God in His Word, reading His Bible, reading the words that He gave us to follow, and then time in prayer with Him, communicating with Him, giving Him the things that we're not sure we can do on our own. So that's my advice for you today, guys. If you are looking for guidance somewhere, if you are looking for advice, Go to God, start praying. Just close your eyes, go someplace where you're not going to be interrupted, shut your phone off, close your eyes and pray, and just ask God for advice, ask God for guidance, spend time in His Word. There's a lot of examples of guidance in this Word. There's a lot of dudes in the Bible that there's no other way to explain how they got where they're going besides God. Noah. Noah built a big boat in a land that had never rained before. And all of a sudden the rain starts, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, Noah's onto something. Good for him. That is God, right? There's so many examples of those in the Bible that if you are in a place where you are unsure of what your path should be, go to God and He will lay it out for you. So, guys, that's what I got for you tonight. I hope you had a great season. It's close to December now by my calculations. Hope you had a good season. Hope you filled some tags. Hope you had some God experiences. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. If you have any questions or concerns, please shoot me a message. I'd love to talk to you. If you have prayer requests, hit me up. I'd love to pray with you for you. I have a whole team of prayer warriors that I can send your information to that will also be praying for you discreetly. But I would just love to pray for you. And I think God would love to have people praying for you as well. So, as always, guys, shoot straight, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.